May 4th will of course have some pretty good fights on the Canelo versus Munguia undercard. Of course, in order as it was revealed. Stanionis will make his triumphant return up against Gabriel Mestre. Very, very nice fight. Could definitely be fight of the night. And then you got the return of Brandon Figueroa fighting Jesse Magdaleno. That's something. And of course you got Mario Barrios coming back to defend his WBC interim welterweight title against Fabian Maidana. Of course, Canelo Alvarez will be fighting Jaime Munguia for the undisputed super middleweight titles. Of course, the first fight, Stanionis versus Gabriel Mestre. Of course, Mestre is a very interesting fighter. He is 37 years old, but look at his record. 6-0 with 1 draw, 5 wins by way of knockout. You may be wondering, how did he get a Stanionis fight? Look at the people he's fighting, man. Look, what the hell? First fight was against a 20-0 fighter. He knocked him out in the second round. I don't care if he just fought cans. A 20-0 fighter is super confident. This dude was probably fighting at the best of his ability, and he got knocked down in the second round against the dude making his debut. Of course, the other ones, definitely probably lessened it, but definitely upped the skill rate. 27-5, 16-4, 22-2, 19-0, which was a split decision draw. 27-7 and 8-0. Trayvon Marshall. I think that was an upset win for him. So second round stoppage. This dude means business. He is 37, but he is very young in terms of fighting age. This dude also, not confirming it, but some people say that he has amateur wins over the former world champion Brian Castano and the current top middleweight contender Carlos Adames. That is crazy. A super welterweight and a middleweight. I get it. And amateur days, they probably were smaller, obviously, but you get the point. Of course, Stanionis will be off of a 2-year layoff. Of course, not his fault, kind of. Not really. Of course, he was set to fight Virgil Ortiz, I think 3 times, and they pulled out. Of course, Stanionis pulled out because of an injury. Then Virgil Ortiz pulled out twice because he got an infection or something. He got sick, basically. Of course, not his fault. But at the same time, Virgil Ortiz, at the time Stanionis will make his return, would have fought twice. I get it, not the best of opponents, but at the same time, fighting twice and he's only fighting once, maybe it might be on him, but hey, whatever, he's back. 14-0 with 9 knockouts. Of course, the last win was against Butayev for the WBA regular championship. Of course, he was 14-0 and he won via split decision. It was a pretty good fight. Of course, it was actually a pretty close competitive fight, kind of, until the second half. Then Stanionis kind of pulled away. Of course, when you look at his starting record, kind of similar to Maestro. Of course, 1-4 for his debut, 3-5, and after that, almost non-stop winning records until the 9-23. Even C. Dixon, but he's definitely been fighting. But 2 years layoff up against a knockout artist who has been fighting nothing but winning records. I get he's 37, but Stanionis is coming off of a 2-year layoff, going up against a humongous power puncher in the division. Not only that, his last decision was back in 2021. That's right, 2021. And that dude hasn't been stopped at all. He's literally fought the Mean Machine, Luke Santamaria, and guess who it is? Ergashev. That's right, this man fought Ergashev, the knockout artist from Uzbekistan, and he did not lose via knockout. This dude's one tough cookie. So of course Maestre couldn't put him out either. One tough cookie. But how do I got this? I got Maestre with the upset. What the hell? I think it's an upset. I need to check the odds, but I got Maestre winning 5th round stoppage. I'm being real. I'm feeling really confident with the Maestre winning this. Knockout artist fighting really good opponents. Absolutely starching them. Literally, look at his knockouts. Besides the decision, of course, to the very durable Michael Fox, which went the full 12 rounds in his 4th fight. That is crazy. 2nd round, 4th round, 1st round, 3rd round, 2nd round. And even when he went decision, he went pretty long rounds, 10 rounds and 12 rounds. That dude means business. This dude has the cardio and power. This dude's going to body Stanionis, man. Look, man, I like Stanionis. He has a humongous chance of maybe not getting knocked out, but at the same time, I think Mestre is just that guy. He's going to be the 40-year-old champion. Yeah, I got Mestre with the 5th round stoppage. I'm be real with you. I'm very confident with that pick, actually. What the hell? But anyways, the next fight, Brandon Figueroa will be making his return after not that long. Okay, kind of. It's like a 1-year layoff. Of course, coming off a unanimous decision win over Mark Magsayo. Whatever. Of course, he'll be facing Jesse Magdaleno. Of course, he is Magdalenos 29-2 with 18 wins by way of knockout and 1 loss by way of knockout. Of course, he is coming off of a loss towards Raymond Ford almost a year ago. Also, they're both coming off of a year-long layoff. But the one KO loss he did have was to the undefeated at the time Isaac Dogbe. Yeah, basically. So who do I got winning? I think it's just going to be Figueroa, because Figueroa, I forgot to tell you his record. 24-1 with 1 draw, 18 wins by way of knockout, 0 losses by way of knockout. Of course, most people think that 1 loss he probably should have won. That was, of course, in the unification bout with Stephen Fulton. That's right. Most people thought he should have won, but whatever, right? I got Figueroa winning. I think he wins decision. Nah, that's a lie. Nah. I think Figueroa wins 9th round stoppage over Magdaleno. Magdaleno definitely somewhat durable, I guess. I don't think it's gonna be a competitive fight. I think it's just gonna get eaten alive by Brandon Figueroa. I think he's gonna get close to him, and then stop him in the 9th round. They're like, I don't know, a body shot, because they're both inactive. But like, I don't know. I think he lost to Raymond Ford, but then again, Raymond Ford later went on to become champion. So yeah, definitely a decent loss. Of course, there is never any good losses. Well, you know. But yeah, I got Figueroa winning 9th round stoppage. Very interesting fight. Definitely will not be fight of the night. I don't think so. And then you got Mario Barrios, which, of course, coming off of his unanimous decision win over Yordenis Ugas. Pretty bad beatdown by Mario Barrios. But anyway, he is facing Fabian Maidana, 22-2 with 16 wins by way of knockout. Nicknamed TNT. Definitely probably lives up to the hype. But when you look at his record, don't get me wrong, winning opponents too. But the level of winning opponents, especially having 24 wins to your name, definitely probably not the best. Especially when you're going up against Mario Barrios. Yeah, I think I just got Mario Barrios winning stoppage. Yeah, I think a lot of stoppages are going to happen in the 7th round. I just think Mario Barrios is too good. And I think it just defends his interim title. Really nothing much to it. Of course, Mario Barrios is 28-2, 18 wins by way of knockout, and 1 loss by way of knockout. Of course, that was against Tank Davis, which I guess we later find out he was dehydrated. So, yeah. But anywho, Mario Barrios, 7th round stoppage victory. Of course, main event, not the most anticipated fight in the super middleweight division. Of course, that would have been Canelo versus David Benavidez, but whatever. He ducking. Anyways, Jaime Munguia, of course, is coming off of a 9th round stoppage over John Ryder. Of course, John Ryder fought Canelo beforehand, lost pretty badly, but he wasn't stopped. He was stopped with Munguia. Of course, Munguia is undefeated with 43 wins, 0 losses. 34 wins by way of knockout. Of course, his record, as many people will say, probably not the best. Before his fight with Sergey Deverenchenko, his best fight would have been probably Demetrius Ballard or Gabriel Rosado. Of course, you could go all the way down and pick Liam Smith, but we're talking about middleweight and super middleweight. But anyways, Canelo Alvarez, 60-2 with 2 draws. God damn, that dude fights. 39 wins by way of knockout, 0 losses by way of knockout. Of course, his losses come to Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol. Both somewhat pretty bad losses. But after that, his last 3 opponents have not really been the level that most people wanted. Most people wanted a David Benavidez showdown. They ended up getting 40-year-old Triple G, John Ryder, which, don't get me wrong, that one makes sense. He was a mandatory, so, you know, we'll let that one slide. And 154-pound Jermell Charlo. He may have been undisputed. 154-pound inactive, coming off of an injury, Jermell Charlo. may call me a hater. That I may be. But his beforehand, yep, he was going on a massive tear. Obviously, now that he's undisputed and he can't get a belt at 175, now he's just basically chilling. Of course, Jaime Munguia also has faults, obviously, because his past opponents have not been the best. Gonzalo Correa, Jimmy Kelly, which was kind of whooping Munguia's ass a little bit up until he got stopped like a bunch of times. Just so weird. But anyways, the Derevyanchenko fight was definitely the one where Munguia's chin got tested. Obviously, Munguia basically was losing the fight, although many people thought he still should have lost to Derevyanchenko. Because Derevyanchenko was kind of outboxing him for the most part and also hurt him like multiple times in the fight. While Munguia basically hurt him in the last round. To many judges, that was actually the shot that won him the fight, actually. If it wasn't that, it would have been a split decision. It would have been a majority decision draw, but actually it might have even been a Derevyanchenko win, to be honest. But yeah, many people thought Derevyanchenko won that one, but then again, Derevyanchenko and Saul Alvarez are two different fighters. Of course, that much is obvious. Because Derevyanchenko, although isn't as slick with his angles like Lomachenko or Usyk, he does have some sort of angle and a wicked hook. That's the one that badly hurt Munguia. But then again, Canelo has not been able to stop anyone since Caleb Plant back in 2021. And he has not faced an actual power puncher since probably Kovalev back in 2019. Callum Smith probably counts as well back in 2020. Because Triple G, don't get me wrong, is a power puncher, but he was 40 years old at the time and moving up a division. Definitely pretty hard to count him as a power puncher. But, of course, Munguia will be the strongest puncher he'll be facing in quite a bit of time. Even if you count Triple G from 2 years ago, it's going to be very tough. Not only that, Munguia has a lot of output. He really outworks his opponent, which, of course, if you're accurate enough, can prevent it like Derevyanchenko did. But people think Canelo's going to knock him out this fight because they're all showing this training footage like, oh, look, Canelo's back. You said that when he was going to fight Charlo. You said that when he was going to fight Ryder. You said that when he was going to say Triple G. You said that a bunch of times, and none of it happened. He has not gotten a stoppage since 2021. He's becoming a decision merchant, man. Although he is somewhat active in the ring, obviously, in terms of punching. Of course, Jaime Munguia switched trainers recently, of course, for the John Ryder fight. He went with Freddie Roach, and a lot of people think he will be the one fixing his defensive mistakes. But the main problem is if Munguia is scared of Canelo's power, because not only has Canelo have not fought a power puncher in quite a bit of time, neither has Munguia. Sergey Derevyanchenko technically counts, but at the same time, like I said, he's moving up, and also he doesn't really have a lot of stoppage wins himself. You could go all the way down to like, damn, bro, you could probably go down to Takeshi Inoue. He's probably not even a power puncher himself, man. Munguia also have not fought a power puncher, but he is lucky that he's fighting this version of Canelo. Enough chit-chatting, enough what ifs, enough of that. Who do I got winning? I kind of fancy Munguia. Canelo has 64 fights under his belt. This man has been in the ring for quite some time, and some people say that he's washed. This will be the fight where he's fighting the washed allegations. Because if he can't beat a hungry lion like Munguia, yep, he's definitely washed. But Canelo, if he's technically goes back to his style, I don't know. Because I think Munguia would just outwork him. Will Canelo get stopped? No, I think it goes decision. I think it's a 60-40 fight for me, leaning towards Munguia. He's younger, he has speed, he has power, he has output. Basically, a lot of stuff Canelo is going to struggle with a lot. Don't get me wrong, if Canelo lands that money punch, Munguia might go out. And all that stuff, right? Because Canelo Alvarez, although has not got a knockout in quite some time, definitely has a lot more power than Derevyanchenko. But it's just, I'm technically betting that Father Time has caught up to Canelo. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm saying that Father Time has finally decided, you know what, Canelo, I think you're done with boxing. I think you lose this one. But, you know what, screw it. It's a 55-45 in favor of Munguia. I trust Munguia. I just don't trust his defense. Simple as that. Canelo will 100% try to exploit that, obviously. But, no, I fancy Munguia unanimous decision win. I think he just outworks him. He has too much power from Canelo. I'm genuinely putting it out there. Munguia might get it done. very slightly favoring Munguia in this fight. But anyways, hope you enjoy this one. A lot of stoppage wins. Mestre gonna be the guy with the upset of the night, technically. Okay, Munguia wins, then he gets the upset of the night. But you get what I'm saying. But anyways, hope you enjoy this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.